All right. What is up, guys? I am really excited that Hanzo has let me on his channel to talk about his most recent REDU Rivals 3 victory on 6 Sams yet again. Um, so this was a 60-player tournament, single day, happened a couple weekends ago, and we're going to be going through the replays and talking about the changes that Hanzo made to his list. Um, I can show your previous list and then your most recent list if you want, Hanzo, and we can talk about it.
Yeah, sure. I'm glad you joined me on my channel for this tournament coverage.
Thank you again so much for letting me on.
Always pleasure to have you here.
Okay, this is your old list.
Yeah. So basically, most of the theory behind this list, I came up before I actually started playing Redo format, and I've changed my opinions on some of the stuff over the time. So, for example, Cyber Dragons in side deck. These were meant as my universal answer to Girgia, because when I started playing the format, there really were not standardized builds of Girgia. Nowadays, you can say that half of the players uses Samus list with card cars, and second half of Girgia players basically copies Marcus Hayden's list, MGK with bigger Machina engine and stuff like that. So, but before, some Girgia lists were on Machina engines, some were using even Thunder Kings. And basically, Sidra was meant as universal answer to everything that they can do. Like, if they bring Machina, great, I can contact fuse them. If they bring Sidra, Thunder King, great, Sidra can get rid of Thunder King and stuff like that. And nowadays, I don't even bother siding Cyber Dragons against Girgia, so I've decided to cut it. Also, when playing against BAM, I'm usually siding it only when going second, so it didn't felt that much needed.
So what do you side into Girgias now?
Yeah, Iroh and Backrow Hate. I've upped number of Night Beams in my side deck. You can switch to my current deck. Yeah, I've upped number of Night Beams in my side deck to 2 copies.
And you have the Chaos Trap Hole. I like this card.
Yeah, shout out to Noel. There was, when I started playing this format, a special bounty on 6 Samurais that when you win the tournament, you will get some extra cash. I don't remember who provided it, but there was this extra incentive that made some other people playing 6Ms. And I remember that I went over lists from that era before I started playing Redo. And Noel was on multiple Night Beams inside deck. And when I thought about it for a moment, it actually made so much sense to me, because when going second against certain decks, basically all you need to do is to somehow clear the back row, and then you can do your big plays, because set Girgia armor or face up Stratos really don't threaten you in any way. So
Noel is actually a buddy of mine, IRL. Noel is actually local to my area. I don't know if I've told you that. And
yeah, you've mentioned.
yeah, Noel is a very, very good player. And sometimes they show up to our locals, and they never bring their own cards. They just take whatever deck somebody has, and they still win the locals all the time because they can play any of the decks. And also, when I first spoke to Noel about this format, when I was first getting into this format, I was like, oh man, it looks like Chaos Dragons are gonna be like dominant in this format, and Noel like was just like, no, like Chaos Dragons are not the best deck in this format. Um, People are taking them too seriously, and I just feel like they came to a lot of the same conclusions that I came to much later. They were saying you need to be worried about Bubble Beat, and I was like, oh, okay, interesting. And now after so many multi days, of course, this is the 6 a.m. video, but yeah, we see how threatening a deck like Bubble Beat is, and how inconsistent a deck like Chaos Dragons is. And in my opinion, I know that that's like an aside, but it's funny to see this Chaos Trap hole. I actually believe Marcus Hayden. I don't remember if he cited it in his winning list, but he was talking to me about it going into that tournament, about possibly citing this for Chaos Dragons. I don't remember if it actually made the cut or not in the end. He was thinking about this
Yeah,
or Fossil
yeah,
Diamond.
I've actually copied Chaos Trap Hole from his list.
Oh, it wasn't it?
I
Okay.
really like I really like versatility of that card because there are so many matchups where Chaos Trap Hole is better than Slam Warning, basically. So yeah, I really like this deck in the side deck. It's
It's
not
cool.
yeah,
It's
it's
really
not
cool.
like a super huge impact card like Floodgate can be,
But
but
it
it's
protects your floodgates from like a Lila pop into Chaos
yeah.
Dragons because it can stop the normal summon. It's kind of a crazy card.
And there are so many matchups where you want to bring it. Like, it's great against Dark World. It's great against Insectors. It's great against Chaos Dragons, as you mentioned. So many matchups where the card is really strong.
And moving this Magatama to the side, it breaks my heart a little bit, but I understand not wanting this going second. I understand how much stronger a Night Beam is going second, because if you're forced to go second and play into back row and you open one space, let's say, and they set two and you miss the Solemn Warning and you go Kaigeki Kagamusha into Shien and get warninged, like, it sucks. I mean, you're so far behind at that point.
Yeah, I love Magatama, but I kind of changed my opinion on dynamic of going first and second in this format because this format has so much of very strong background.
Mm-hmm.
Like compulses are really strong in this format. Torrential is at 2.
Mm-hmm.
There's Solemn Brigade. So basically, I wanted to have all reasonable background removal in main deck. And when going first, I think that winning the die roll is already enough of bless to be fine with it even without Magatama.
Mm-hmm. I
And
agree
I
with
bring
that.
it from side always when I know I will go first.
I agree with that. That makes sense. I don't want to. I don't want to. We could probably end up talking about this for a while. So I think we should just jump into the replays because I always see my videos get way longer than I anticipate. Last thing I'll
Yeah,
say is you cut the Cyber Dragon, so it looks like you added an Excalibur to the extra deck.
yeah, Excalibur, second Excalibur never came up in the tournament, but the idea was if one of my Excaliburs get Veilered and I've upped a number of double-edged sword techniques,
I
and
see.
Excalibur is basically the only card I can imagine bringing second one in one matchup, uh, in one game, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And Excalibur detaches to level force, so it basically makes double edge alive
It
immediately.
probably makes game pushes so easy too, because a
Yeah,
single if you go into Excalibur and then you flip a double edge, that's going to be like 70 something, like 76 or something like that with two Kizons or a Kizon
yeah.
Zanji.
And with two Excaliburs, it is exactly
Yes,
eight
yes,
k.
true. Yeah, so it's just game. Yeah, it's a lethal card. I mean, it's interesting because we were talking earlier before we started the stream about how you were saying that on during the stream because I joined Pudding. I don't remember this, but you were saying that I was reading a lot of your back row and saying it on stream, and you were worried your opponent was going to hear it. Um, but yeah, this double edged can you oftentimes if your six samurai opponent doesn't respond to something, you think, okay, is it a double edged? And now with three of them, like it's very often going to be a double edged. So if your play gets through, it's almost like playing against Vayu in Edison format, where like you're relieved if you are able to play through their back row, but then you realize, oh my god, I was able to play through their back row. They're about to flip return on me. Double edged being at three in this deck is similarly scary. Now playing against six Sams.
Yeah, although third double edge follows the same theory, it helps me somewhat more when even when going second, because when my initial attempt to summon something fail, I can get my samurais in next turn and try again.
Yep.
So
yeah, it's a very easy rebuild. Yeah, that's true.
yeah, it helps me grind a little bit. I still often end up siding at least one out when going second, because when I go second, it means that my opponent will get 2 turns before I can flip my double edged. Meanwhile, when I go first, I am giving him just one.
Mm-hmm.
But in main deck, I think it makes sense to maxing on them.
You're also oftentimes going to be siding in like things like Dimensional Fisher, which have conflicts with this as well. So it makes sense to shave.
When bringing Di-Fi and Macro, I am siding double edges out.
Yeah. You side all of them out?
Yeah, I do. I don't believe in one random copy. I usually side them out all.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's just like I don't always side out every conflicting card. Like I won't always like remove every card that conflicts, because individually the cards are still powerful. But I get it, especially if you're trying to find
Monster Reborn, even when siding in Di-Fi and Macro, because Monster Reborn can steal game on the spot.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I would still keep it in. But all right, we will jump into the replays if that's okay. This is your channel, so you can let me know.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Let's start with the replays. So this is round one of
yes.
REDU Rivals.
Yep. You're up against Ikuzu.
Yeah, he's on wind-ups.
He's on wind-ups. Okay, you win dice. That's a huge start. You do not have a Shien play to start. You have powerful back row, but you're in the dark. You don't know what you're playing against. And you set 2. One of them is an MST. This is pretty standard. You want to get your Solemn Warning down early. And you want to be able to flip an end phase MST. And then also, if you were to get like stormed or something, you still have 1 piece of protection. He summons a rat. Okay. This makes no sense. I'm not going to lie. I would never do this.
After seeing rat summoned turn 1, I came to conclusion that my opponent braked hard.
I would never do this. I would never, because it's round 1 of the tournament, so there's no value to having the rat face up. This is a 6am video, so I won't focus too hard on the windups. But I would, if you're gonna do this, like he obviously must have another rat in his hand that is encouraging him to do this. But you can just set it, and then your opponent doesn't know what you're playing. Him showing you the rat gives you so much information.
Yeah, and these 600s of damage really doesn't matter.
It's not significant. Yeah. Oh, and you found the asceticism, so you're about to Shien him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're about to hit him for a lot. Yep.
And this is gonna hurt.
So you just do this because you want to put him on a clock, and you also know he's weak. You also probably know he's about to like try to make a normal summon wind-up rat, rank 3 kind of play.
Yeah, there's no
there
point
it is.
in keeping these monsters in hand.
You just hit it with the warning. Yep, you don't even... Oh, wow. I didn't even get to see his hand. Yeah, I'm sure he just had like a rat magician hand, and that was a second rat. Okay. Going second, you have the double-edged in still. You probably sided into your rivalries.
And yeah, I sided into rivalries, night beams, and bottomlesses are out.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, bottomless is a little bit suspect. Going second,
and
especially.
And down on double edges, I am on 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
when playing
I'm gonna
second
fast
against
forward
Redu.
this. We've all seen this before. He's gonna make a Shockmaster board and he's gonna call
Yeah,
spells, which I completely agree with because if you look at the 6 Sam deck, it's like 20 spells, 18, probably more post board with the night beams, like you said. But yeah, this is a very
yeah,
hard board to come back from because he's about to call spells on you. Yep. And usually you do this with some protection, so yeah, you're pretty cooked.
yeah. I'm basically cooked.
Yeah. So you'll probably attempt to make your Xian play. He just hits the warning. He doesn't even need to do this. I think that he would have been fine to just wait for you to synchro into your Xian. I guess you would have been able to get out a Nishi, but yeah, I guess he can do that. I probably would have warninged your Xian. Okay, so you standby phase, compulse the boat because you don't have any other protection and you don't want him to special summon from the deck. He MSTs the other one. That's nice on his part. I like that. Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah, that's game.
Yeah, you are dead. Yep. Okay, so 2 pretty fast ones. Yeah, 9 minutes into the tournament right now. And you open 6 spell traps. Okay, not good. And here we see the drawback of the double-edged, right? I guess not, though, because this would be a Magatama or a Book of Moon otherwise, so it's not like that would change your situation.
I wouldn't even call it drawback of double edge. If I don't have monsters, I'm not playing
Yeah,
anyway. And
exactly.
once I gather them, then my double edges will become alive.
Oh, hold on. So you just said set 5, storm me.
Yeah. If
Nice.
he has storm, he has storm. It is what it is. I
Yeah.
think at this point, with hand I was given by Dueling Book, this was the play.
Yeah, I understand wanting your MSTs down so that he can't plus off factory because even a single plus off of factory just has such a bad snowball effect. And of course, you need your rivalry down. It's actually your only protection right now.
I'm
So
losing to Heavy Storm anyway, so there's
yes,
no point in
yes,
keeping anything
I
in
agree.
hand.
I agree. I'm not saying you're wrong for this. I'm just saying it's interesting because whenever I do this, but I try not to do it often. And when I do this, my heart is pounding the entire time. I'm just like, oh my god, he's gonna fucking do it, you know. So you're probably relieved to see this. Are you gonna end phase blind space ×2?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the one I
The
would like to hit.
lance,
Also not
interesting.
the one.
This bottomless is not even good against you, so this is a low value target.
Yeah.
And the lance is very interesting. I wouldn't want this card against you either.
Yeah,
And you
Lance is
found a
not good,
monster.
but specifically against asceticism, Lance would be helpful.
That's true. You find a monster though. This is the best monster you could find.
Yeah.
You get in under the bottomless. And yeah, like you said, you have the double edged if anything happens. Ooh, it's actually pretty good.
Not if this happens.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Compulse is really, really good. Yeah, actually, I don't know if you saw my first video for my wind-up replays. I wasn't on Compulse last tournament, and I really missed it. It's such a good card. I think for Rivals, I might have been on Compulse. I can't remember. Okay, so you swing in. You probably were expecting this to be a Magician, but it's okay to flip it up.
Yeah.
Okay. There's the Magatama. Right. So there's no value in getting the Magatama down because when you go to make the Synchro Summon, you aren't going to have a 6 Samurai face up anyways. You get warninged, but that's great because you just took out his best trap card and now you have the double-edged. But you don't have another level 6 that you can Synchro into because your other 6 is a Barkion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't even make a Synchro play with those two because the Inishi is light. Yeah.
I need another samurai to unbreak.
Yeah, I like games like this though. It's better than just like a Magician Shark, you know, boring.
Oh, this sucks.
You could have technically flipped your other double edged and taken away a card, but it's too valuable. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
If you chain double edged there, it will be the second double edge that succeeds in special summoning, and then he wouldn't get the draw. And you have the Magatama down, so you're actually playing through deep Mirror Force, but not Deep Prison. You can. Oh no, yeah, you can't Anishi.
No.
So you get some
And
damage
you,
in. Get your Barky on.
Deep Prison, like, would Deep Prison be used on? Like, on Kizan is best use of Deep Prison in that case, but yeah,
But if you're
it's not.
if it got deprisoned, it would kind of suck because you can't do anything with
Yeah,
the
that's true.
Kagemusha. Yeah, it would kind of suck. But this is an excellent position for you. Actually, I guess I shouldn't say excellent because you lose the Anishi. But you're in a winning position right now. He's clearly bricked, but you will lose once he draws a Heavy Storm.
Yeah, that's the risk I had to take.
And here you warning this rat because you are scared of a shark coming down, I'm sure. But you do have the rivalry.
And I want to go for game next turn, so getting this out of the field gives me clear way to
Yeah,
end
because
this
you're just gonna go Barky on attack, and then you're gonna flip the
double edge. Yeah,
backed
and
up by the
even if
Magatama and Barky
even
on.
if my opponent has warning, I still win.
Yes. There's not much to think about. You're in the battle phase now, so
Yeah.
he can't Valor you. He can't really.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
should have used double edge first because this didn't play around Solemn Judgment, but that's minor thing.
Oh, I see. He should have entered battle phase. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's a one. That's a one of. I bet he has. Yeah, he did have the shark. Ooh, he had the Avarice in going second. Yeah, a lot of the matches that I lost in the most recent two tournaments that I entered on windups, I had Avarice in my hand when I lost, and I've been thinking that maybe in most matchups I shouldn't have this card in going second.
Yeah, I think siding Avarice out in matchups that are expected to be fast is actually
Exactly.
a good idea. Like MGK, Bubble Beat, Six Samurai. You don't. If the game is long enough for Avarice to become alive, you are probably winning anyway because these decks already missed their window of opportunity. Maybe not MGK because they can play standard long Girgia game, but Bubble Beat and Samurai
Yeah,
for sure.
a lot of the decks, it's just like, yeah, I'm not going to be grinding with them. Like, I'm not going to get into a grind game with them. The only thing is, like, when you're going first and you have an Avarice in your hand on windups, it feels so good knowing, like, I can make an aggressive play and I can rebuild even if he has something like a Torrential or a Dark Hole. But this is not a windup video.
Windups have naturally great grind game, like with factories and rabbit, so there's
Yeah.
no point in keeping Avarice against decks that you are going to outgrind anyway.
I do feel like windups play a really good grind game if you can survive. But like you hold up. Like you saw you rush a lot of decks, or I'm sorry, you saw your opponent was on windups and you tried rushing them down right away. That's what a lot of people will do when they see you're on windups. They'll want the game to end fast.
I was so pissed that I was paired against Go Beast mode in round 2. Like, this is the type of opponent you want to get
Yep.
in later rounds.
Yeah, he was just undefeated in like round 7 or something of the recent multi-day. He's also a really, really, really nice guy and
and a really great player. Like,
yes.
we've played multiple times before, and it's always super close match. So
Yep.
I
I'm a
didn't
big
want
fan.
to face him this early in tournament.
I know. Yeah, I'm a big fan. It sucks. I think my round 2 opponent was like Samu, actually, in this tournament.
Yeah, that's basically a similar caliber.
Yeah, like Samu is like you expect him in the finals. You know, he's maybe one of the best, like the top like 3 at least in this format. And you lose the dice this time. Okay, so your opening hand. This is great. This is Xian. The only thing is, like, it sucks having asceticism against the decks that you know are maining Max C, you know? But it happens. And also, Xian is poorly statted for this fortress. So this is probably not a great matchup for you, huh?
Yeah, I was quite surprised actually because
He plays
every time
Chaos
before when
Dragons.
I played against every time before when I played against Go Beast Mo, he was on Chaos Dragons, so
Yeah.
I was kind of catched off guard by having to face Bam.
He plays a lot of Chaos Dragons, but then he just did well with Bam, so I understand him joining with Bam again. This is an interesting scenario because when you normal summoned the Kagamusha, I know when you asked for the thumbs up with the United up, you were hoping for him to chain Maxi so you could chain your asceticism, right?
Yeah.
Because he would expect a special summon like Keyzon, inherent special summon from hand. So then you can chain the asceticism, and then he loses a draw. The Maxi will go 1-for-1, and then it'll never plus again for the rest of the duel. This is because when you're going for your Xian play is the only time that Maxi is going to be a big plus, you know?
Yeah, Maxi is usually +1 in this matchup if you don't.
You have to draw it early, though.
Yeah.
So you go for your Xian play here. Oh, actually, you can't even go for Xian.
No, actually I can. I have
Yeah.
composer,
Yeah.
so if I make Xian, I can then.
Well, you'll see what you draw
compose,
first. But it's awkward going Xian when they've already established their fortress.
Well, I have out to fortress in my hands. So
Yes, true.
it's not that big of a deal.
Now, is this meant to be a follow-up Catastor right here?
Yeah.
And it also turns on the United.
Okay, there was no point to activate United now.
Are you gonna draw
Because
one with this United? I was just about to ask.
No, I'm gonna keep it because I'm greedy. But I have two samurais in hand, so
Yeah,
I could also
exactly.
keep United in hand.
I
But
wouldn't.
in case my opponent has Valor, if he Valor my Kageki, I can then draw two, since I've already get one counter now. So
I probably wouldn't have
it-
activated it if you're not planning on resolving it now. But you establish your Xian, so I'm guessing you're just gonna set and pass.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Now he's saying I want. Oh, this is scary because this is threatening a big eye, but it plays into every back row, so I doubt he goes for it.
And I can't afford to wait if he decide to go big eye or not, because it would mean losing so badly if he decide to not.
If he was gonna go big eye, he would special summon the gear frame.
Yeah.
But in the battle phase, so sometimes Compulse feels kind of bad. Like in a lot of matchups, Compulse can feel kind of bad. Like you don't really like it against Chaos Dragons. You don't really like it against Dark World that much, or Heroes.
I actually like Compulse a lot against Chaos Dragons.
You like it against Chaos Dragons?
Yeah, it gives so much flexibility in that matchup, and having flexibility is almost everything.
I don't like it against Chaos Dragons at all. I don't think it's good.
It creates windows of opportunity.
Yeah,
But you then have to use these windows.
You can use it to push damage sometimes, to just move stuff, but it usually will end up being a -1. That's my big problem with it. But here it's actually not.
I'm not going to win on card advantage anyway, so
Yeah.
I don't care about -1.
We're different. But here it's actually not going to be minus because he's going to lose this gear frame and he's going to have to use a second card to bring this fortress back down. And he loses his battle phase as well, which is an advantage of the Compulse right here. So it's actually really good right here. He's going to want to bring down this fortress. So if he has another machine, yep. And he has to pitch like a non-ideal target. This is not usually a target you would pitch. I actually don't even know if he needed to do that. Yeah, he just really wanted to establish his fortress. I don't really like a main phase 2 fortress because actually right now you can just go into a Catastor to clear this fortress really well. It's not because he's not really at risk of dying, so I don't really know if he needed to do this in main 2.
It's gonna be his 5th Earth monster in graveyard.
Yeah, that's true. But he only has one card in hand. Ah, okay, we were talking about this scenario. But you're going to Shian negate anyways. That's scary because he probably is on Compulse. That's been the move lately.
If he compulse my Shian, I simply make another one.
Yeah, you're right. But you don't want a Shian into this board. You'd have to go Cataster. And now you draw the double-edged. Double-edged looking awesome. This is probably a Reckless, I'm guessing. He's probably going to play it on the end phase. Yep.
Yep.
He's forced to play the Reckless at that weird time because of Shian. And there's the Grand Soil. Okay, this is a little scary for you. I'm guessing he's going to bring down the Fortress. Yeah, Fortress is great right here. Fortress is really good right here. Because you don't have another Samurai protecting you right now.
Yeah.
So he's going to swing the Fortress into your Shian, most likely. And then pop your Cataster, if I had to guess. Oh. Oh, imagine he took your Shian. Oh, my goodness. I would have taken your Shian. I for sure would have taken your Shian. And then,
It's game if you don't take it.
What'd you say? Oh, it's lethal?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 53. Yeah, but we were talking about this
And
earlier.
Even the Bludge doesn't save me at this point.
How doesn't it?
Well, my opponent can... the Bludge summons only in attack position.
Oh, I didn't know
This
that.
is the first thing. And also it burns if the
I know it
monster
burns.
survives.
I know it burns. I didn't know it summoned that it's summoned in attack position. Because he's going to crash pop and then swing. And this is 53, so you have to defend at least 13. Yeah, you're not going to be able to. This will be 17. So he can just attack over the Kagamusha first. Yeah, you're right. It is better to just go for lethal. Yeah, it's because of that judgment you had to play. Yeah, that's lethal.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a nice kill. Yeah, I would definitely be thinking I want to take that Shian, but we were talking about this earlier about how it's kind of easy to tell what back rows 6 Sams have because usually they're responding to summon. So most of your back row would have been played by then if it hadn't been the double-edged. So you probably had a good idea that it was the double-edged. Oh,
Okay, this is great. Opening hand.
nasty. Yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah, I start with Fissure, so...
He has to
my
play the
plays are
maxi
not
right there. Yep.
commented.
And you're going to go straight into the... Yeah, this is correct. Because if you drew into another United, you would get a +1.
And here you can see I kept a conflicting card. I kept Monster
Reborn.
Reborn because...
It's because it's
can
Monster Reborn,
still
yeah.
be- there's something to Reborn.
Also, if you have Dimensional Fissure up the whole
Oh,
game... Go ahead.
I kept even
Double-edged.
at least 2 copies of the Bludge.
Yeah.
Again, it's too strong card in this case to not keep it, and also Exis materials can be still sent to graveyard. So
Yeah.
you will very likely at some point have something in grave.
Yeah, if you have have Dimensional Fissure up the entire duel to empty your graveyard, you're probably in a winning position most likely, unless you find no monsters. So I would keep Monster Reborn in also. I keep Reborn in when I side Dimensional Fissure in windups. Ah, this sucks. He's in such a bad position from this Dimensional Fissure. We'll just take a look at his hand. Yeah, they're all dead. I don't even think that Valor is good against Samurais. And then it's 3 Fortress. He actually can technically summon this Fortress.
So when you go second against Samurai, you can use it on Kageki. That's basically it.
I don't think it's good. I wouldn't keep it in. Especially not a deck that's playing no traps. It would be one thing if you could Valor and then play a trap against Shian. That would be one thing, but... Nah, I wouldn't keep it in. Yeah, he's cooked. This Dimensional Fissure is just gonna go way too hard. And then he even has to end phase
And I
discard.
have set warning for Gors, so there's even this. And there's even no chance for Gors now because he's on 4Ks and I can
Yeah,
simply
so you
make
can just kill him through it.
Excalibur.
Well, you don't have access to another level
I have
4.
access to Excalibur.
Oh, you do? Yeah, with asceticism.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have Dimensional Fissure up, so this is guaranteed game.
Yeah.
I was just about to check if he had the Gores. Yeah, that was not close at all. The first game was good, though. Okay. Double asceticism. So when you see a hand like this, my guess is that you are just planning on killing him.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go?
I'm gonna try.
Go ahead.
Yeah, with this hand I have to try.
Are you gonna search for the Kaigeki so that you can asceticism into a Nishi? Or you don't have a grave? You don't have a grave yet, but you could go for a...
Also, another possibility
Excalibur.
is go for Elder, so I can summon off Elder and have my normal summon free. But there's no point now in keeping normal summon free, so... But it's possibility.
Yeah, you can Elder asceticism into Shien, but that's not lethal. I guess it is with the second asceticism, but it's it's not a Nishi.
It's Zanji, Kizan, and Grandmaster plus Xian.
Well, you're not killing anyways, because he went into the fortress.
I'm actually killing through this.
Are you gonna get to an Anishi? Yeah, you found that. Well, now you can go for... No, you still don't have the Anishi.
I have Anishi. If I have Kageki plus Kagemusha, my asceticism brings Anishi.
I was thinking that you were gonna smoke signal for Elder, but if you smoke signal for Kaigeki into Kagemusha, asceticism for the Anishi, then you have 2 more bodies. You can synchro into Shien and then push. Yeah. You just are gonna get hurt by Gores a little bit. Ooh, okay. It's not happening anymore.
I'm thinking.
So there's no way to get to a tuner anymore. So you're just going to pass. You could have brought down the Kizan, but there's no real point. You probably just want to push next turn into a Shien.
If my opponent gives me 1 inch, I will run entire mile, but I need to get that 1 inch.
Yeah, he just Veilers. We were just saying the Veiler isn't good, but it stopped your play right there.
This is another attempt.
Yeah, you drew right into the smoke signal, so you're probably going to go for the exact same play. Yep. And he's not going to have another Veiler. Yeah, I think he's going to die right here. So you're going to go into the Anishi. This will become a Shien.
There's one problem with this play, and that's that I have no way to use asceticism to bring Zanji from my deck. But
because this is going to come down at 2100.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would just need an Iroh for this Anishi, but you don't have it against Bam. So this asceticism is going to be dead, and you're going to lose it because you're going to end up targeting this fortress with your Anishi.
Yeah.
But this will be game, so it won't matter.
Going to battle phase in case of Veiler, even though
he should have used it by now.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is, like, this is obviously an extremely aggressive push. If he wants to drop Gores, he has to waste what I assume is a Reckless Greed right here. It could be an MST. And then also, if he doesn't... So if he drops Gores, you can actually main phase 2 go into an Adrius, not that you want to. Or
I can go into Adrius, and if I make Adrius, asceticism will become alive, and I can establish like Shockmaster or Roach.
You're gonna lose this already because you targeted the fortress. Oh, you should have already lost this. He didn't take your card. He should have with the fortress. Yeah, that's game. But yeah, he was supposed to take this from your hand when you targeted the fortress.
Yeah, that's true actually.
Yeah. But this is not like some like super sack. Like I feel like this Six Samurai deck threatens these types of plays often, you know?
Yeah.
But
Also, it's kind of fragile doing this plays, so
yeah,
it
you're
has some
exposed.
drawbacks. But
No, you're
this
extreme.
deck doesn't play back also going with this type of fragile plays. But we've seen how one Whaler could stop this entire plan.
You are lucky that you drew into the second smoke signal because there's only one more smoke signal and one more Kaigeki after this first play got Veilered. So it was very
Enter
fortunate you found this one. There are good draws for you to find though because you had so many inherent special summons that you could have also found any of your Six Samurai spells, like any of your Uniteds, or I mean, you didn't see a gateway at all this match. But yeah, there were a lot of good draws you could have had. You had a really explosive hand because you drew no traps. So, this deck, I just. Somebody asked me today what I think the most powerful decks are in Redo format, and I told them, they said top five, and I told them 1, 2, and 3 are Geargia, Hero, and Windups, and I think right after those three is Six Samurai. I think Six Samurai is in the top five, and maybe Inzectors as well. That's
Yes, same was said recently by the guy from Epic Card Games, Wind Up guy. That one.
Oscar Zelaya. Did he have a tier list recently?
He was talking about it on one of his streams, and he said basically this five or maybe.
Oh, really?
He mentioned.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure now if he said Chaos Dragons or Insector, but
Nah,
he
Chaos.
said
I don't
obvious three. And
rank Chaos Dragons that highly. Honestly, I don't think it's that great of a deck. But I do think definitively it's Windups, Heroes, and Geargia, and then just under that, I think is Six Samurai and probably Inzectors. But I know that the more popular decks are things like Chaos Dragons and Dark Worlds. I just think that those decks get shut down really easily. Chaos Dragons just lose to themselves a lot, but I do think Six Sams are really, really good.
Samurai are misunderstood a lot in this format. They are perceived as this protect the castle deck. Some people think it's Dino Rabbit too. It's not.
Dino Rabbit. No, I mean, we just saw how offensively Six Samurai can push right there. They do play a lighter trap count than a lot of decks, and it's because of all the spells that they play.
Yeah,
So
they
you
can dig into the defense, and also there's Enishi which provides defense, and
Anishi's
Enishi
crazy.
is and Enishi is it's possible to bring it from deck with asceticism, and you have free asceticism, so it kind of compensate for the lack of traps, and
Yeah,
you are drawing off United from deck that is already smaller of some monsters, so there's also possibility to get into your purple cards,
yep.
and also it doesn't have so many purple cards, but it has the most important ones.
It has the most powerful cards though. Those power spells you're talking about. They also every deck is allowed to do this, but Six Sams play a smaller deck because you play 3 spells. These are 3 more search spells. These are 3 more search spells. And then all of these are pluses. So your monsters are extremely accessible. Like this is like if you look at a wind up deck, all of the wind up monsters help you find the rest of the wind up monsters. And Six Samurais achieve that because they have their own in archetype search spell, and then they also have this tool with asceticism. So it feels like a really small deck, honestly, because you can access so much of your deck with so few cards.
Yeah, I think Alex Henchaflink described it as basically air, that the deck has so much air in it. Like, I like to call it empty space in the deck. Like, there's space through which you simply go deeper because it does it does nothing except of going deeper.
It's sort of like spell books in other formats, right? All of the cards
Yeah.
just thin it, you know?
And also there's sequencing of your plays that helps you even more for with digging for specific things. So it's really nice in this regard.
The other, we'll get back to the replays right after this because I don't want this to take forever, but the other really, really powerful part about Six Sams is that they're capable of siding Rivalry, which instantly makes your deck stronger if you're capable of siding this, and they're capable of siding Di-Fi Macro. Both of these cards coming in post board are huge advantages because this can completely shut out a big percentage of the meta, and this can completely shut out the maybe the best deck in windups.
Yeah.
Those are other things that they have going for them. But round 3, I recognize this name. I'm pretty sure this guy finished top 8 on Inzectors actually.
Right. This was actually a feature match. You will see Pudding joining very soon.
Okay, cool. Sometimes when I'm playing the single day tournaments and I'm worried, I'm a different person when I'm playing single day because I just am so scared of going into time. I never ever want to have a match get close to time. Sometimes I'll put like a sticky note on top of my monitor to cover the watchers so I don't get distracted with people watching my game. I'm just weird. Okay, so you lost
I
dice.
like to actually even interact with people in watchers room. Like I'm often writing something in chat to
in this thing
to them like that.
That's funny. No, I'm closed off. I'm trying to just focus on my game so I don't mess up. Okay. So you already know that you're playing against Inzectors, obviously. He opened Arma Knight. You open with your draw spell, and you're threatening a Barkion right here.
Yeah, either Barkion or if I manage to draw asceticism of my United, there's possible Shian.
Okay, so he goes for an MST right here.
That's very good MST.
Yes, it's a great MST, but it doesn't give you any information about this back row right here because it could still be a warning. That all that tells you is he doesn't want you to draw 2, which is pretty reasonable. Oh, okay, he's gonna compulse. Okay, that was quite good. That was quite good. Technically, the compulse is a -1, but I mean, this was about to be a +1 United, and he obviously does not want to deal with a Barkion.
Yeah.
So him doing that means that he probably does not have a Centipede because Centipede could just deal with the Barkion on its own.
And that sucks because Centipede is the only Inzector I can deal with my back row.
Yeah, because you have the bottomless. Yeah, that's the thing about Inzectors. I wonder if he had that Dragonfly already. Yeah, he already had the Dragonfly, so I guess he was scared of this being like a warning when his Dragonfly comes down. But this is why Inzectors are so annoying to play against. All of the trap cards in this format suck against Inzectors. Like, you just need Warning or Veiler. Like, they play Lance and MST, so the Fiendish might not work. The Bottomless doesn't hit the Dragonfly, which is going to be the first one out if they have it.
Compulse still buys you a turn, so...
Compulse is a -1, but it buys you a turn. Bottomless might not work. All the battle traps are horrible. Yeah, Inzectors are very frustrating to play against. There's very little counterplay to this. You need Veiler.
Yeah. If they get going, you are just on watcher seat. And
the other annoying thing about Inzectors is, let's say he didn't have this play. If he just sat on a Centipede, equipped with like a Zecticaliber or a Hornet, what are you going to do? It's not that easy to just clear a Centipede. And if you don't, you can't set any traps. You can't just leave a monster there. Like, this deck is just so threatening. Like, you really need an answer right away. You don't get turns against this deck.
yeah.
He banishes the Sangan because he already found everything he wanted. And this is quite weird. I'm not gonna lie, this is quite weird. He decides to go for a Zen Mains. I haven't seen this replay, so I don't know how this match goes, but I don't I don't really understand going for his Zen mains here. He trapped his best cards underneath the Zen mains. He added a Centipede, right? So he's threatening a Centipede next turn, but I feel like it's better to threaten more Inzektor monsters. Like, he's not even threatening a Call of the Haunted into Dragonfly, you know what I mean? That's weird.
But it's in mains, and my opponent probably knows that I can get rid of Zen mains without spending some resources. And if we are playing the game of attrition, it's definitely an advantage.
Your hand is actually really good right here. You just don't have any trap cards. But you can your hand, you're capable of going into a Shien, but that's no good against Zen mains unless you can get this Anishi on the field. He did commit this Centipede, so this is funny. Yeah, they can also just make their Centipedes big. Okay, so he wants the game to end soon. He changes the Zen mains to attack, and he puts you below warning. Alright, your hand is cracked right now. So what are you thinking with this hand? You're going to search an Elder right here, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I will use Elder and Monster Reborn to get 2 counters. And then I will decide my play based on new cards with normal summon still available.
This is threatening
and this set.
So you're actually threatening a Mistworm right now.
Yeah, I do, but Mistworm is far from being a good play right now.
So you just concede right there. Yeah, cause that's what I'm talking about with Inzektors. It's like him equipping the Zecticaliber, you know that he's going to have a Centipede next turn that's going to clear even if you establish a Shien. And a Shien isn't even good into the Zen mains. Like, you didn't really have any possible play. You needed to get that Anishi on the board somehow, but you couldn't... without the asceticism, you couldn't get an Anishi next to a Shien. So there was no good way through. And even if you did, he was going to just follow up with a Centipede. Yeah, it's very, very threatening.
Okay, this is nice.
Oh, this is awesome. Are you kidding me? You drew 2 Pot of Greeds. So you're going to draw an asceticism off one of these, and then it's just going to be Kizan, Grandmaster, Shien, Solemn Warning. Oh my god, never mind. It's even better. Okay, you never found the asceticism, so actually you're not getting to Shien.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, and you're not going to play the Gateway. So you're just going to go into Barkion, but you get hurt really bad by a Heavy Storm. I know you wish you could protect from an MST, but he doesn't have an MST either. I'm curious what he has in his hand. He probably has, like, Sangan, Armonite, Tomato kind of things.
He can even have MST, but not
no play.
Follow-up.
Yeah. He drew a bunch of hand traps, so he must have drawn the Maxi for turn. This is why I don't like this card.
And this is basically game because I
it's
have
over.
Warning for Gors, and he can even drop that Maxi.
Yeah, this one's over. Okay, he scoops. Yeah, you've had some quick games. Well, you did have one grindy game with Go Beastmo, but you just finished 2 games in 10 minutes. So you were relaxing during this day. Yeah, you were saying you were watching some hockey, right?
No, during the day with Top Cut, I was watching...
oh, that's right. That was the next day.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, man, another Veiler. Okay. I said last round, I don't really like this Veiler. Oh, and that's also the worst feeling. So... again, not a wind-up video, not to get too sidetracked on wind-ups, but people have talked about playing dualities and upstarts in wind-ups, but dualitying for an upstart sucks. Seeing upstart on the duality sucks so bad. I hate it. Oh yeah, easy Heavy Storm right there.
Yeah, I didn't even bother using Night Beam on one.
Why not?
If it's
Yeah,
Judgment, if it's one Judgment, it's great, and I don't believe in Starlight Road in Inzektors.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah, if he goes Solemn Judgment, you just get to burn him for 4,000 and then Night Beam. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But you opened double Kagamusha, and you did not Kagamusha United. It's just not worth it. Because you're hoping to draw into a Kizan or an Asceticism. Or you could draw Kizan, Asceticism, Rhoda, Kaigeki, Smoke Signal. You have like 10 draws that end up in a +1. Okay. So probably on equip, you're going to macro, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's awesome. Now this thing's going to go away. Oh, this is funny. He's going to just chill on 2900 Ladybug. That's funny. But if you clear this Gigamantis, it becomes a 900 Ladybug, right?
Yeah, and Gigamantis will end up
and there it is.
Which would be perfect.
Yeah. Like I said, you had so many good draws. You could draw Rhoda, Kaigeki, Kizan, Grandmaster, Smoke Signal. You had Asceticism.
Not that great. This is not that great.
This is pretty
I
good.
can't use my 6 Samurai United under Macrocosmos.
Oh, yes, that's right. We were talking about this.
Bringing Shient means that he would die next turn, so I decided to do nothing and wait for one more card.
Wait, what would mean that he dies next turn?
Shient would die immediately because he would be attacked by a monster that is bigger than him.
Yep. There you go. This is what you needed right here.
Yeah.
MST on the Giga, and then you can go into your Shien.
Also, MST on Giga under Macro. Perfect.
Exactly. Well, this you don't necessarily need because you can't use it, but at least you'll get the counters for if he has an MST
and
for the
my opponent
macro.
wants to get rid of Macro anyway, so if it won't be achieved by specifically Heavy Storm...
Yeah, then you get to draw 2. I wonder if he had an MST in his hand. No, because if he had an MST, he should have set it. There's the Rhoda. Night Beam goes. Oh, interesting. He, okay, cool. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if people know, but, like, when you Night Beam this card, you can't chain this card, but if he's able to chain this card, he can chain this card in response to this card, if that makes sense. But you have a Shien anyways. Yeah, you're in a great position now. So here, you're just trying to find lethal damage. You just want to put him on a clock. Ah, and that's it. All dead under macro. Yep. Yeah, this is what we were talking about. Siding macro is just so powerful that it doesn't hurt this deck too much. This is the conflict we were talking about. I don't remember if it was before we started recording or not, but this does not feel good having these cards together. But we saw how valuable macro is.
Although I won't side out Pot of Greed. That's no way I would side out Pot of Greed.
Yeah.
But if I open my United, I can dig for that macro. So these cards are not that anti-synergical as they seem like.
No, yeah, you want to get it down as early as possible. Oh, look at this. This guy ended up. Didn't this guy end up undefeated in Swiss or close to it? Too fresh.
Yeah.
So you're 3-0 at this point, right?
Right.
I think I started 3-0 as well. Or maybe I lost round 3. I can't remember. Okay, so he's going to go for Gear Frame. I'm sure he searched Fortress. There it is, Fortress. And you open MST, Upstart. So you're probably going to Upstart first and then see if you find the Storm, MST, and then go for your play. No, you MST first. Upstart into Upstart.
Yeah, that MSTing first wasn't right.
Yeah, I think you could have tried. I mean, the only thing that changes is if you find the Storm. That's the only thing that makes it better. Okay, you love to see this. That means he doesn't know how 6 Sams play, which is a big advantage. And then he's going to go for the Max C. This is going to be a -1 Max C because you can just wait a turn. Yep. And then it makes your gateway turn big.
My opponent to kill me in 1 turn.
Yeah, I don't agree with his use of Max C right there because just special summoning an Elder is not that threatening. Like if I was in Too Fresh's position, I wouldn't want to max C unless I saw a continuous spell come down, because if the 6 Sam player is just gonna go inherent special summon Elder, normal summon a Kagamusha, let's say, then he's going -1 into his synchro for Shien, and you already have a Machina Fortress in your hand. So there's really no point in using a Max C right here. I think that this is a card that people misuse all the time, Max C. You should know when 6 Sams are about to go off, but it seems like he doesn't play against 6 Sams or in this format or something.
Let's be honest, 6 Sams are not that common in formats that are play on a regular basis. Only in Tengu they may possibly exist, but
they're not good in Tengu.
Even there, so.
They're not good in Tengu. They're not good in Tengu because of fucking Tour Guide in every deck at 3, just going straight into Leviathan, honestly. But yeah, if you play Redo, you have to get used to 6 Sams because there's somebody running around that keeps winning with them, so they're gonna pick up in popularity for sure.
This sucks. I had another MST and I missed again. I should have targeted the other card. And
it's MST. Yeah. Well, you MST. So this was down first, and this was the new one, right? Did you MST 2 times? Yeah. So his original sets were Fiendish plus this card, and then he brought this down. So I probably would have done the same thing that you did, because typically if I'm guessing on my opponent's initial set 2, I'm expecting one of them to be a summon stop at least, and then the other one to be something like an MST. And then when you cleared the Fiendish, I would expect him to put down another summon stop. So I would have done the same thing you did. I wouldn't have hit the old back row.
I think I picked randomly actually and picked wrong.
Yeah. And you get your gateway MST'd, but
if the gateway survived, I would be in winning position.
Well, you're still about to go into. I mean, this. No, yeah, you're right. You can't put up Shien plus Anishi because you only have one asceticism, so you have to probably go into Anishi plus. You might have to go for a rank 3 play, actually. Do you play rank 3s? Just Zen mains?
I do play Zen mains.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. Where are we? Oh, man. Sorry.
Here we are.
Yeah, so you could go Kaigeki, special Kizan, asceticism, special Anishi, and that could be... Oh, but you don't have 2 engrave. Yeah, you're in a weird spot. Okay, I agree with this.
Yeah, I think I simply went for Cataster and then...
it sucks going for Cataster because you want to clear this Gigant. You don't want to have another turn of Gigant.
I mean, Cataster can clear Gigant.
You're going to go for... Oh, are you going to go Gigant first and then just... Yeah. Do you know his card in hand? Did you already know he had a gear frame in hand? Because he's probably searched the gear frame.
Yeah, I think so. Did he search it?
Yeah.
Yeah, which means he has access to Big Eye for my Gigant. I mean, for my Cataster.
Assuming he plays Force, but yeah, I wouldn't. I would. It's tough because if you, let's say you want to go Cataster and clear this, either one you clear. If you go Cataster, if he goes gear frame equipped to Fortress, it clears your Cataster.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this sucks. I wonder what else you could have done. If you went Elder, and then you go Kaigeki, Kizan, and then you asceticism into Anishi, then you would have Kaigeki, Kizan, Anishi, Elder. So you have 3-3-4-4. So you could go into Spirit plus Kaigeki plus Elder, and then your Spirit could attack over the
Gigant, and then Kageki can kill Fortress, but yeah, that sucks.
And then you lose. It's not great because he's gonna still bring down the gear frame into Fortress next turn. It sucks, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, in case he would end up destroying Shadow, I would then
make a Zen
wall
mains.
up behind Zen mains, but it's still mediocre.
Yeah. It's too bad if you had 6 Sams in graveyard, it's much better because you can Anishi effect.
And
what did he do?
Really hurt.
Wait, what did he do? How did he not clear this? Okay, he doesn't have force. He added gear frame. Yeah. I'm sorry, fortress. He doesn't have a force. Okay. So then he didn't draw into another... Wait, did he draw a gear frame for turn as well? Oh no, he added gear frame from grave.
Yeah. And he's searched another gear frame with Gigant.
Yeah. You draw Solemn Judgment, so you're trying to get by with this Catastor. He had the cannon. Why didn't he do this last turn? That's so funny. He should have done this last turn. Why is he not? Oh, man. This better be a judgment. Oh, he has a warning? Okay, I don't understand this, because he could have just trap stunned. So last turn, he could have done this with no back row. This turn, he could just trap stun and then bring down the fortress, equip, and kill you. So I don't understand what's going on here. This is funny because sometimes people will comment on my 6am videos that I do with you, asking a bunch of in-depth questions, and I'm like, Hanzo will see this and answer because it's his channel after all. But they'll ask about not playing Black Rose sometimes. You've probably seen that, actually.
Yeah, I think we've addressed not playing Black Rose actually in our first 6 Samurai video. The problem with Black Rose is that the card is good basically only in turn 1 when going second. Because if I tend to be super invested into field, I put all my cards on board. Mm-hmm. So if I go into Black Rose, it usually means that I am already in losing position. And then I would move to top decking mode, and that's basically losing zone anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes sense to me after you'd explained it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
another
very
card,
rare. You've
mentioned previously that I don't play is Scrap Dragon.
Yes, I was actually thinking of asking you that when we talked about cutting this Chimera tech. I was like, I wonder if you're thinking about a level 8 synchro in that case.
No, there's no level 8 that I would like enough to consider including it. Scrap Dragon is a really bad card for 6 Samurai because you need 3 monsters to make it, and then you need to destroy 1 card on your side to get rid of 1 card on your opponent's side. So it's just too much of investment for popping 1 card.
4 cards
but I like
for
Mistworm.
1, yeah.
Mistworm can get rid of 3 cards, and it's a really goated card.
Yeah, Mistworm is great.
It should be summoning Mistworm more often.
Yeah, Mistworm is great because it deals with things like Zen mains as well. And it also clears the way to kill, which is big.
Yeah.
Alright. So he killed you, I want to say it was like 3 turns later than he should have right there. I'm not going to lie. So you have the Magatama in going first. You have the Iroh in because you're playing against Geargia. This card is great. And the art on this card is actually really cool. You go straight into your Xian. Oh, and you're going to go for the Anishi. This is an amazing opening play. Anishi, Xian, backed by Magatama Mirror Force. So if he goes into like a Gear Frame Special Fortress, you're going to Mirror Force it. Oh, this is even better. Yeah, there's really very little counterplay to what you have here, because he's going to go for the armor, and he's just going to get hit with an Iroh. And
even if I have perfect for Geargia matchup. Even
if he has a warning, you can Magatama it, because you already have the 6 Sams up. Yeah, this is great.
Right.
Mirror Force doesn't stop this. If he deprisons, you can bounce your Iroh to hand. Oh, he thinks it activates. No, it does not. Yep, he has one turn left to do something.
And I feel I'm in position that I can even be greedy and keep that United for one more turn in case I top deck another Samurai, because my setup is really strong at this point.
Well, technically it would be very greedy, but technically you can even bounce your Iroh, normal summon it, and draw 2. But you lose your Inishi effect. Mind control. I don't understand mind control. I guess it's just to force the Xian. I don't know if I would keep that in. Oh, he draws the Watchdog. Been there, buddy. Yeah, he forced your Xian and then he compulsed. That's actually pretty good. So he confirms no judgment. And he doesn't attack. This is probably smart. This might be a judgment right here. No. Yeah, he just knows that he's going to get hit with a battle trap. You draw a monster. This is a good draw for you. So if I had to guess, I would guess that you're just going to push your way through with an Inishi after you put your monster down.
Yeah, I want Kagemusha in case of Fiendish Chain. But that's
interesting. I was thinking that I would have used the Inishi effect to bounce the fortress with no cards in hand. That's what I was thinking. What are you about to go for? Because now you can't target this fortress. Oh, you're going to go for a Cataster.
Or Xian, actually. I don't care about losing that card in my hand because I'm going for kill anyway.
Okay. And now you Magatama, so your Xian can negate this card, so this is kill right here.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like I would have Inishi'd before drawing off of the United with no cards in hand.
Yeah, it was possible. It was, but it was not necessary because I don't need to care about that card in my hand because I have on board.
That's true. Yeah, you can tell as we talk that I really don't have the reps on this 6 Sam deck. I'm used to playing very nervous about card advantage, whereas this 6 Sam deck can just get into this winning position and push damage. So he opens armor. This is a very good opening for him. You have everything right now. You just don't have you don't have any continuous spells, but you could Black Rose, but you don't play it. This actually wouldn't be a bad Black Rose scenario because you could follow it up with a Xian the following turn. But you're probably getting warninged, honestly.
Yeah. Into 2 back row. That's the thing with Black Rose. You want to make Black Rose into board in which it won't go through anyway.
Yeah. He flips the Gozen.
It will stop my Black Rose play.
Yeah. You know what's funny?
Gozen is actually not that strong against 6 Samurai. 6 Samurai can somehow play under Gozen to basically become only Earth deck.
Yeah, Naturia Synchro deck.
But it disrupts this specific play, and my opponent's deck is completely untouched by it, and you will see.
You're in an okay position, though, because you can actually send the Kaigeki, special the Kizon, and go into a Barkion.
Yeah.
Oh, you go for a 5? Okay. Now you're going to go for the Barkion?
You want to put Grandmaster on field first, because
just in case of a warning.
Yeah.
MK2. He has the Arsenal. That makes sense. You going to set them both? Just set 1. Okay. I would have considered set 2 there because he's not going to storm you, and it protects your double edged.
Set both.
What'd you say?
It was viable to set both, definitely.
Just to protect the double edged, but I mean, the double edged is just going to make a Gaia, which I don't know. It'll be okay. He's about to go into an Acid Golem or a Zen Mains on you. He might go Zen Mains. Actually, no, he can't. He can't go Zen Mains or Acid Golem under Gozen. He has he has to go into a tempo. He actually probably doesn't want to go into a rank 3. He's in a weird position right now under this Gozen. He might have to go Fairy King if he has a Axel in his hand. Oh, okay. Never mind. This is way better. This is awkward under Gozen. He probably wants armor, yeah. Okay. What the hell? Oh my god. Jeez. Wow. Okay. He has everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nasty. So he has game right here because he can go Fortress, pop this, and then this is Beret. Oh no, he would need 2 Watchdogs. If he has a second Watchdog in his deck, he can go flip the armor face down, synchro the Watchdog plus the MK2 into a Beret, synchro special.
I mean, there's no point in thinking what else he can do with this.
He wins.
Anyway.
He wins, yeah.
Yeah.
I just am curious if he plays a second Watchdog because I'd be scared to play a second Watchdog because Oh, he does, yeah. So he has game. He doesn't even need this.
I mean, even if it wasn't kill, it's enough to establish winning position.
Yeah, you can't do anything. He can big eye your Barkion, but he's just gonna kill you.
He can big eye under Gozen.
Oh, true. He's Scrap Dragons. He already normal summoned though. Oh, he's not even gonna kill you. He had lethal. All right, so that's your first loss of the tournament.
Yeah.
So you're 3-1 right there. Going into round 5, Dennis B. I just played him recently in a multi-day, actually. He's always on Agents. He's on 41 card Agents. This is interesting because usually when I play against Agents, it's 42 cards, and you know that it's going to be Pro Storm's exact list. So he goes set 1. You know he's on Agents at this point, right?
I'm not sure. I wasn't scouting my opponents outside of looking at stream, so I'm not sure if he was on stream at some point. So
why did you go for a double asceticism? Is it in case this is a Raikou?
Yeah.
So that you can protect your Xian through a Raikou?
Yeah, in that case, I'm sure I didn't know it's Agent. Because...
Wow.
Oh, nice.
That's crazy. He had a Night Assailant. And that was a really heads-up play from you to protect your Xian through a set monster. Because if I knew I was playing against Agents, I would not be considering a Night Assailant. This is not typically played in Agents.
Me too, actually. I think I really was doing it because of possibility of that being Raikou.
Yeah, because that's what it looked like. You just wanted to put a monster next to your Xian so that you could either use the Kagamusha effect to target it or the Xian protection effect. And he's going to go for the Storm and then negate your Xian. Wow, that's nasty. It's just a 3 for 3, but it clears everything.
It clears my board entirely.
Yeah. Oh man, that is nasty. You could have technically compulsed your Xian back, but it's probably more accessible in your graveyard with double-edged, right?
Right. It would also lock him off option of Monster Reborn in game my Xian in case he top deck Monster Reborn sooner than I do.
So you could have compulsed it. Like if I predict that my boat is gonna get killed, I'll compulse it back to my extra deck because it's just so valuable in my extra deck when I'm playing windups.
Yeah, but I have more ways to mess with my graveyard.
You have 3 double-edged. Oh, when this comes out, you know you're dead.
Yeah.
Yep. He's probably going to drop a BLS. No, he's not going to kill you. Interesting. So he just decides to push damage.
I need to win in next turn, so
here it is.
In that spot anyway. And this is not a hand that would make it possible. So
if you were playing the Iroh, you could clear his board actually, because you could go asceticism, special Iroh, then you can Inishi bounce the Phoenix and then overlay
Phoenix and with Excalibur run over the Hyperion, right?
Yeah. if you were main decking Iroh, though. This feels horrible. Yeah, leaving a Hyperion just feels terrible.
Yeah, and that's game.
You have to try to protect yourself with the Well,
Yeah,
actually,
can
wait, hold
bring
on. Couldn't you have bounced that Hyperion back to hand? You could have brought a Nishi plus a another
Yeah,
6.
and then I would die to burn damage.
Oh. Yeah. I guess you could have brought a Nishi plus Kagamusha, and then you would take 21. Yeah, I mean, you're going to lose. Yeah, I forgot that you have to burn yourself with the double-edged.
And I was at 23, so...
You're at 23. You're going to lose. I mean... But
Yeah.
he banished his only agent, and it would make the Christia alive, I think. But he would have already dropped the Christia. You can technically
he doesn't
go
need Christia.
Elder. You can go Elder plus Anishi, and then you'll take 21. So you'll be at 200. With no cards. Oh, he did have Raikou too. Wow. Well, he had no plays. He could normal summon Raikou for game.
Imagine being killed by...
It's better this way. Yeah, it's better this way. Okay, here comes the macro and the Di-Fi. Very nasty stuff. And you opened with the... Oh, you opened with Di-Fi plus Xian right here. You can just go Di-Fi, Rhoda, get a Kaigeki.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you're probably just going to set it all.
I think both macro and Di-Fi wasn't the play.
What did you say?
Di-Fi is definitely good because it protects my play
Turn 1.
against orange light.
Mm-hmm.
But then focusing a bit more on myself and having Dest instead of macro would be maybe better.
Yeah.
But it's kind of pick your poison, you know. If you are on macro from the start, you can deny him basically ability to get into game. So.
Yeah, unless he opens with No, you're right. He's really in a bad position going second into this. Yeah, I feel like this is a winning position.
Yeah, and that macro allows me to let my opponent MST my Di-Fi.
Yeah, that's true. So he's gonna go into. Oh, does he think that he can honest? Yeah, he must think that he can honest. Yep, there it is. Okay, if I had to guess, he set a decree right here. Yep. Okay, you set another bottomless. Yeah, you're in a winning position right here. Oh, that's actually very scary.
Yeah.
That's a very scary negate. Oh my god. Yup. Yeah. That sucks. Yeah. He had both of them in his opening hand, it looks like. And this is just a Dark Mist, so you're cooked. Well, actually, he doesn't even need to Dark Mist. He could even go, Oh, no, yeah, he does have to Dark Mist. Never mind. He's going to Dark Mist you. Oh, he has the Birdman. Oh, my God. Yeah. Okay, actually, he can go for a, He could go for an Armory Arm if he wanted to, but it's better to just go, like, Stardust plus Gotchi or something. Oh, man. So, right there, that was your last round of Swiss. You ended 3-2 right there, so I know you were probably, nervous about getting into top 8, but you ended up making top 8. So right after this is actually your top cut matches.
Yeah, I squeezed into top 8 because I was given bye in 6th round.
Yeah.
And I played a lot of strong players before, like Go Beast Mo or that
yeah, you did.
Insector guy. I forget his name.
Well, two of these guys made top cut. These guys both made top cut. And Go Beast Mo is a great player as well.
And I think Go Beast Mo also missed it just by... he was close to making it.
Yeah. That's
So
it's cool to not have the there's drawbacks to both systems with the tiebreakers and with the like every X2 making it. I was in favor of every X2 making it when that was originally proposed, but it's a lot of extra rounds, more than I was expecting. It's a really long Swiss with every X2 making it. But I don't know. Pick your poison. It's like there's drawbacks to each, but you end up squeezing into top 8. So you want to jump into top 8?
yeah, top 8 was played on
The following day. Yeah, that's right, actually, because at some point I joined putting on the stream, actually.
And I actually zoned out a lot during my top 8 matches because I was at the same time watching hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also wasn't mentally in winning mood. I didn't see myself winning this entire thing.
Yeah, right. Come on.
I win not a long time before this. I won my multi-day, so I was like, okay, this was my winning. I've done it, and now I'm just doing my mandatory top to prove that my deck is legit. And
Dude, Six Samurai is 100% legit. There are people who definitely don't think that it is, but it has picked up in play. You have to admit, even though it's not popular, it has picked up in play. People are playing the deck. And I think that when people are on the deck, it's extremely scary. Like, this is a very scary opening hand to face. I mean, this person you're playing against is going to have to face Shien plus 5 cards turn 1.
yeah. Also, I think I've started playing this format less than a year ago. And since then, Six Samurai, just me with Six Samurai, I have more wins than all Dino Rabbit and Wind Up players combined.
Oh, come on. Don't do that. I want so badly to be the first person to win with windups. I really, really want to. I'm going to keep trying. I do believe in myself. I do think that I can get it done. It is really hard to win with the deck because every side deck is prepared for it. But you're right, man. Windups haven't won anything, but I think that will change.
Yeah.
I think
Four
we can get
more
a
wins than all Dino Rabbit and Wind Up players combined.
Yeah. Well, that's not going to change for Dino Rabbits. I think that deck sucks, but we'll get a win with windups, all right? Okay, so you're going to go for Rhoda into Kaigeki, I guess? Oh, you're going to asceticism. Okay, you value the Rhoda higher than the asceticism because you drew the Anishi. That makes sense. So you are trying to bait a Max C right here, of course. Oh, wait, no, this guy's on Dark Worlds, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
This guy's on the record, so I want to open
Nat Beast. Yes, okay. So you did this because you want to asceticism for Elder to go Naturia Beast. Okay.
Right.
This is not without its risks. I do agree that Naturia Beast is really strong into Dark Worlds, but you risk the traps on your turn, and you risk turn 1 Tour Guide times 2, or a what is it called? The Fiend, Trance Archfiend. Those are the risks. Actually, it has to be Trance Archfiend plus Grapha, so this is probably worth it. But then the frustrating part about this is on your turn, you're scared of going into a Torrential, right?
Well, that's the thing. I didn't scout my opponent first, and I somehow locked into these turbo lists that are not on torrentials. That
he's not playing torrential.
Basically, reclasses, and that's all. So,
are you kidding me?
Sorry.
No, he's on torrential. What are you talking about?
Yeah, my opponent is on
Snorlax.
torrential.
Sorry.
Yeah, but I played like there's no torrential.
I see. Is it this guy?
Yeah.
He's on torrential, dark smog. So these are the outs right here. These 4 cards. Okay, so you go straight into the Naturia Beast, extremely greedy, we like it. And then you snipe the smog. So this is awesome. These are probably spells right here. Oh, he does have torrential. Okay. Yeah, you're in danger.
Yeah.
Are you gonna summon into this?
Yeah, I see red. I see myself finishing this game in this turn, so I go for it and
Yeah.
get punished.
This is the issue with going Naturia Beast. Because if you were Xian, he does have spells though. Well,
Yeah.
actually, these spells couldn't do anything. So Xian's actually the better play here. You can't know that, but yeah, this is the scary part about going Naturia Beast. Because Naturia Beast wasn't stopping anything on his turn. Because he can't actually
Yeah.
activate gates. Actually, I guess he could activate gates at -1. He could Foolish a Fiend, and then activate gates, banish, and then pitch the Grapha. And you go straight into the
Yeah,
Torrential.
I should have attacked with Naturia Beast, set my double-edged sword technique, and do this play in next turn, because then it wouldn't be losing.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. I think this was very greedy.
Yeah.
But
That's the thing with Six Samurai. I tend to play this way a lot because it's usually better to do so.
no, I'm not saying that one way is right and the other is wrong. Like like I've said many times, I'm very conservative the way that I play, and you could view it as a good thing or you could view it as a bad thing, because there's probably games where I could have killed and I didn't because I wanted to play safer. Like if I draw, for example, like a Solemn Judgment, I'm not going to want to make a push if I could just do it the next turn backed by Solemn Judgment in most cases. And that might be
Yeah,
wrong.
I think different decks require different mindsets, and with Six Samurai, you kind of have to be
More aggressive.
Yeah.
So he ended up drawing pretty well. He had Torrential and Reckless. So he's going to go for Reckless. So this tells you that he's probably going to play draw spells now. Yeah, you hate to see this. Oh, and he had the Trance Archfiend. Yep. Yeah, it's so annoying watching them do this. I'm a huge Dark World hater. That sucks. He killed your follow-up. Oh, you can't even activate it because you used the Anishi effect to bounce. But this is threatening a lot of damage.
I would make it alive by summoning Excalibur.
Yeah. This sucks that he's at 10,000 now. Because, no, you wouldn't be killing anyways. This recycles his trance too. You're in a losing position right now. He's under Reckless at least. Yeah, you're in a losing position right now. Oh, Shockmaster. But he already has the gates up, so you're just going to call monsters then? Oh, you call
I
spell.
should have called him, just I didn't.
Why do you call spell here? Because he already has this up, so he's going to pitch... he's going to be able to bring down the... I guess he can summon the Grapha anyways. What would be a bottomless, though?
I have bottomless for Grapha,
Yeah.
so I just need to protect my bottomless.
Yeah, I probably would have called monsters here.
Grapha.
So you're going to bottomless this? No, you can't because he can normal summon.
Yeah.
So you have to bottomless this
So
one.
Grapha,
But he has
bottomless.
another Grapha, though. So yeah, you're cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The play was actually Roach, probably.
Yeah. But he's going to kill the Roach because he has gates. He can crash into it. Yeah. You were just cooked. You were just cooked.
That turn, flank into that torrential.
Yeah.
The game.
Okay, so you're probably not feeling too great here. You opened Naturia Beast and lost to Dark Worlds. But Naturia Beast is not the FTK into Dark Worlds that some people think that it is. It is extremely, extremely strong. But the replays of yours that I've watched, because, surprise, surprise, I watch a ton of replays. But the replays of yours that I've watched where you're more successful into Dark Worlds, I feel like you go Shien set double-edged into Naturia Beast on your turn 2.
Yeah.
I think that that's a stronger play, generally. But you went max greed. You love to see it. So you're going to go Kaigeki. Now, why did you search a Kaigeki? Oh, because this is the only way you can get 2 summons down, because you don't have, because this is not a Kizan. You can't just bring it down. So you do this to draw 4, which is smart. Okay. Ooh, there it is. Okay, we were talking about this earlier. Set them all. I agree with this. I agree with set 3 into this Dark World player, because if you don't set your cards, you might just let them resolve all their effects and draw through their deck.
And I'm losing again. Same scenario. I'm probably losing to Heavy Storm anyway. I could have maybe even put all my cards on the board.
Yeah. He snipes the Chaos Trap hole. That's not good. So you're gonna warning this then.
Right, I have to.
Yeah, you have to, because your Anishi isn't even online right now. Yeah. And you just hope he doesn't have any follow-up, because... Yeah. I mean, you're just trying to win off of this +2. United. Then you have the MST. Now, this is greedy to end phase MST against Dark Worlds. But with an MST in hand, it definitely makes sense. You don't want him to safely get down. I guess you have to, because you don't want to get blown out by a torrential. And you don't want to...
And I'm going to establish Yen my next turn, so
Yes.
I don't need that MST that much.
You're
Even
true.
If I didn't have one, I just...
You're right. And what was I going to say? You can't let a Reckless be set for a turn, because then it goes live on your turn. But yeah, with Xian coming, yeah, you're good. Oh, and there's the Dai-Fi. Oh, this one's over. Oh, you're probably going to reborn as Grapha, too.
Yeah.
You're going to go Xian, Anishi, and Grapha. That's funny. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now Anishi is alive.
And Dai-Fi, and Grapha, and MST. This one's over. Yep. He's just going to scoop. I mean, you don't even care about this, because Dai-Fi is up.
Right.
I wonder if he had a spell that he was trying to bait right there. He was trying to bait your Xian negate, but you're not. You're too smart for that. I just want to see what he had in hand. Because they don't even play Dark Hole. Yeah, he didn't have anything. That's fine. We can go next. Yeah, I don't even think Six Sam's play Dark Hole. I don't know. I'm sorry, not Six Sam's. Dark World.
Six Sam's also don't play Dark Hole.
They do, you said?
No, they don't.
Yeah, I didn't think that they did. Here we go. We've been waiting for a hand like this, huh?
Yeah.
This is crazy. This hand is completely unfair.
I think this was the point when I start to think like, okay, this tournament actually might not be that much of a problem, because I think at the same time the other game finished, and I get to know that my next round opponent is going to be Spellbook player, and I opened Gateway in
Game
this
3
turn, so I was like, okay, so I will probably make the finals, and then we will see. And at that same time, I think Nooch appeared in comment section of stream.
Who?
And was like, okay, at this point Hanzo is going to win it all. And I was like, well, we'll see in finals.
Who is Nooch?
N-U-G-Z-Z.
Oh, Nugs. Yes, yeah.
Okay,
He's a really nice guy.
I'm missing your name. I'm sure you are going to watch this video. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just curious. But no, yeah, Nugs is a really, really nice guy. I'm not surprised that he saw the writing on the wall. He plays a lot of formats, actually.
Yeah, we played against each other in multiple other formats.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Nugs. Okay, so that was a slapping around. You actually ended up drawing well all 3 of those games. Game 3 was crazy, but even game 1, you started with a Nap Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your deck was good to you in top 8 for sure.
And now I'm going against spellbooks
And you win the
and
dice, so you're
have
going
Notoria
first.
Beast in hand.
Whew! There it is. You could have smoke signal before that upstart, because you. But you
There's
didn't.
no point in
Yeah,
using Smoke Signal first because there's chance to top deck another piece of Shian. I can
exactly. Yeah, I was about to say you don't know what you need yet, because you could draw either a Kaigeki or a Oh, and you did, because you could have drawn one of the
yeah,
two pieces, and then the smoke signal can get the other one.
yeah. It's that sequencing thing
Yep.
with searchers and drawing that I talked about when we started recording.
Yep. This is perfect situation for the double edged as well. But the only issue is that you don't have any protection with your Xian, but I think that you'll be okay. Oh, but you're gonna put down. Oh, actually. Oh, so you know you're going up against spellbooks. The Xian is gonna be 2 counters. Then the Kizan will be 4. Then you remove, and then you get another Kizan. Oh, so you cannot go into a. You can't go
No, I can.
Shockmaster.
No, I can shocklock spells. Would be nice, but
You cannot. You don't have. You need 2 more counters. You don't have.
I'm gonna have enough buddies on board, so my Shian will survive in case my opponent hard draw priestess.
I was about to say, you actually, I wonder if it would have been better to search a Kizan, and then you could have gone into a Roach next to your Xian, and then that stops the Priestess play, and then the only answer he could possibly have would be Gores, but that would be on the following turn, and you have another turn of
Yeah,
Gateway.
that was also possible.
Yeah, I feel like Roach stops
It,
his,
it, was, it was it was probably even better play. I just went for this, and I would be able to sacrifice something to make Shen survive. But
yeah.
yeah, it would be better.
This is all reliable. This is the good board with the gateway. Yeah, but I mean, the only thing that this gets punished by is priestess plus 3 spells, or priestess plus 2 spells plus white boy of prophecy.
I mean, ideally 2 priestesses, one is not enough.
With 1 priestess, he can go activate a spell book, get negated, and then attack, and then pop. Yeah, you're right. It won't clear the Xian. It'll clear two cards of yours, but not Xian. He could clear the gateway though, but he's just cooked. Yeah, it's over. Are you gonna go shock lock for monsters? Yeah, because you have double edged. You have double edged. Yeah.
And I expect my opponent to be on exact same list that Samu and Ricky played.
There it is.
And that list had Gore, so here it is. So
this is well played.
I mean, it's not kill yet. Oh,
it is.
It's kill. I have double edged.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so. I didn't remember that I had to play one turn under my shock, but yeah, I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Now I have double edged.
Mm-hmm. So that was a quick dominant game 1. So game 2 you open with a live United, and this is another Xian, but you have to play into a Veiler if you go for the Xian. Or actually, if they put a monster, you don't have to play into Veiler, because you can go go Elder. Temperance.
And I can make Notoria Beast, and the only trap that can stop me, if it's the list that I think it is Torrent Shot.
Well, you saw the decrees there, which is encouraging. I mean, it doesn't mean the torrential's not there, but it makes the traps less scary. Okay, sets 1. Now, if I just saw my opponent reveal torrential, decree, I'm less scared of this trap. I think that this is either going to be Book of Moon, Reckless, Decree, or MST, something like that. Right? I'm guessing that's what you're thinking.
And I can make 2 summons without investing my normal. So I can...
Yes. You can see what you draw.
Yeah, I can try to get my spell removal. I have more attempts. I even top deck now United of my upstart, so
So now
yeah,
you can
I'm
get to the
curious.
MST. It was torrential. Wow. Interesting. And they did not go for the torrential. You could have gone for a Xian through that torrential, though.
Yeah, if they torrential I would use Grandmaster's effect
Yep.
and lose just one samurai in the process.
Well,
So
but
I would actually plus of this torrential play because I would also draw of United. So
but
yeah,
the thing is, the oh wait, no, but you can Grandmaster for himself. Yeah, that would be really, really
yeah,
good. So that torrential would be no good at all. So you're just gonna go into oh, you can Beast plus Xian right here.
right.
Wow. But you risk a Veiler.
I mean, if I get Veilard, I am still on Naturia Beast and
Yes.
Grandmaster.
Plus
I'm
Solemn Warning
perfectly
plus
fine.
Magatama. This is a winning position.
Yeah.
This is kind of over. Are you gonna attack into this Gores right now?
I don't think so.
You have a warning in your hand, so it would be very greedy. You can
Yeah.
technically go for a Adrius main phase
Or
2.
Adrius, but there's no point. I can simply set my
Ooh.
warning, set my Magat. Oh, okay, I do.
Okay, so you said fuck it. I'll go for Adrius,
Yeah.
and you went in a different attack order. You went Naturia Beast and then Grandmaster as well. So you played into the Gores even harder.
I think I didn't believe Edgar's at that moment.
Yeah.
It seemed.
All right,
Yeah.
they've conceded. When they just start playing spells in front of the Naturia Beast, they have officially conceded the match. Yep, that's it. And they didn't even. So that means they didn't even have the priestess or anything. Their hand is all spells if they did that because they didn't even attempt to play into your warning. So they're all spells. Yep. Well.
Okay, this sucks.
So they can't temperance if the spell is negated by Naturia Beast, right? Yeah, because I think the activation gets negated. Negate the activation, yeah. So they can't even temperance. Yeah, they got cooked. Yeah, okay. And on to the finals. So you had two really good matchups leading into the finals. Dark Worlds, which I'm sure you love, and Spellbook. So these are both Naturia Beast showdowns, you know? And now you're going to go up against Geargia? Yes. This was the... This was actually my first loss in Swiss. When I played against this guy in Swiss, this guy is Koala. He's friends with Ricky. And I don't think he plays the format too much, but he went undefeated in Swiss, I'm pretty sure, on Pure Gear.
Right. And I actually like playing against Pure Gear. I would prefer if that variant of the deck become more popular, because they are a better match for Six Samurai strong sides. Because with card cards they tend to do their winning play a bit later in the game, so they are not challenging that well Samurai condition as MGK does.
Well, you don't have a good way through armor, though, game one. You don't have a good clear to armor. You just have to keys on over it. They just don't have as high of a ceiling, but they play a lot of really powerful traps, and they plus off of the armor, and rank 4s actually are kind of threatening for your deck because Maystroke just clears Xian on its own.
Yeah,
And
but they start doing their big plays a bit later than,
Yeah.
for example, MGK does. And also they usually have just
One gear frame.
Machina Fortress,
Yeah.
and once
That's true.
it gets
It is a worse
something.
matchup. I think that the Fortress is actually a really big part of that as well.
Yeah. I don't think necessarily that the version of Girgia with card car is weaker than MGK, but specifically for Six Samurai, it's a better matchup than MGK.
I do think that Pure Gear without the Karakuris is probably stronger. I say that, not happy about it, because I love playing Karakuri, as you know. But it just does not feel like the better version of the deck, honestly. Because I mean, I'll be playing against Geargia Karakuri, and you might not even realize that they're playing Karakuris until game like 2 or 3, because you don't even see the Karakuris because they don't go for the Karakuri plays. They'll just go into their regular gears, and it just adds bricks to the deck. But I mean, I wish that I could find a stronger version of Geargia Karakuri so that I could play the deck because it's fun. But I do think it's the weaker version.
It's also possible to play pure Geargia with bigger matching
Yes,
Machina engine.
absolutely, yeah.
But currently, most players are either playing that Samus list with 1-1
Yep.
Machina engine or the list that Marcus won that IRL event with.
Yes. Well, to be honest with you, in the grand scheme of things, I do think that REDU, although it's becoming a more popular retro format, which I'm so happy about because I enjoy the format so much, if you compare it to like a format that's more developed, like Edison, we were still seeing new decks pop up very far into Edison after a lot of play in the format. So I would not be surprised at all if we saw different variants of these existing decks pop up. Like for example, I actually played Yu-Gi-Oh! IRL at this time when it was the advanced format in 2012, and actually a local player from my area won the YCS during this format with Geargia Karakuri, and he was not playing Machinas at all. He was main decking Thunder Kings. He was main decking 2 Watchdog, and I was playing Geargia Karakuri at the time, and we both played an extremely similar list, and I've faced him in mirror matches at my locals. And I don't see that variant played at all.
I actually know that list. My teammate in War League, Claude, he bring it one week, and I think we even argued about it because I was like, "No, you can't play it without Machinas." And
it's strong. I think that it's... I understand why people don't play that variant anymore, because the Machina Fortress is such an excellent conversion for the Watchdogs that you draw. It also makes it so that if you get your Watchdog into the graveyard, you can go MK2 special summon like an Arsenal or a Geargiano, and then you can go straight into a level 7 Synchro play off one card once you get your Watchdog to the graveyard. So I do think that the Fortress is a really good conversion, and we have to also remember that metas are different now versus then. So Thunder King in the main deck is a big meta call, and like I play a lot of windups. Thunder King into windups is so unfair. It's such a annoying turn 1 card to deal with. So I'm sure that played into it. I bet windups were more represented at the time, and there was less popular side deck hate for windups. Like people weren't siding as much rivalry, if I had to guess. So it's different, but I do think that there's merit to the deck. I do think it's strong. I'm not saying it's better. Okay, so you search Kagamusha. So you are threatening a Barkion, but really you're just trying to draw 2, it looks like. And this also gives you the most possible... it gives you an opportunity to draw into a Shion if you find an asceticism off this United, right?
Yeah, but also Barkion is really strong into Geargia.
Yes.
Especially into this specific version of Geargia.
Yes, and you have the double-edged as well as a Reborn. You have excellent follow-up. You just need some traps. That's actually not... I guess this just gets punished by Reborn, so I shouldn't say that that's a bad play. This only gets punished by Reborn, because he's trying to keep you off of the United.
Yeah. And by getting extra turn, the longer the game will take, the better the chances of Geargia are, so... buying one turn this way definitely wasn't bad.
No, and when he went for the Solemn Warning, I was just like, I really, really prefer to Solemn Warning the Synchro, but he was forced to do that so that you didn't get the draws off of the United. The fact that he did that also makes me think that he has like an MST or a Storm in his hand, because he's going to want to clear the United most likely, because you normal summoning a Kagamusha means that you definitely have either Asceticism or Kizan in your hand. So I would guess that he has like an MST or a Storm. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, and he had to stop it because if I resolve United, I could simply draw into something that would then allow me to synchro safely.
Yeah. when I was just checking what was in his graveyard because the fact that he didn't set the MST with the warning was confusing to me because he knows you're on 6 SAMs, but I didn't realize that you had already MST'd one of his MSTs, so that was his second MST in his hand.
Yeah, right.
There it is. And now all he needs to do is clear the Barkion, but there's not a good way to clear it because the only way he can do it is going into Gemnite Pearl because Maestroke doesn't clear this, Fairy King doesn't clear this, Gigant doesn't clear this. He needs Pearl or Fortress. And he does nothing, so he doesn't even have armor. And this feels so good with a Barkion up, because even if he tries to Solemn Warning, he'll die at 2500. If he Judgments, he'll die from the Barkion.
Right.
There's no counterplay to this.
This was unnecessary.
Yeah, you did not need to go into the Gaia, but yeah, I guess it's just Blackhorn that punishes this. Or Book.
Right.
Yeah, actually Book would have been
Book would stop kill anyway.
yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah.
Book you can only do 4300. Okay. So you sided in the Iroh, that's great. You have the warning. Now, the nice thing about warning into Geargia is even going second, your warning is live. Because they have to flip their armor.
Yeah, right. I tend to side a lot of my traps out when playing against Geargia. But warning is
It's great.
definitely must to keep because, as you said, it answers armor that my opponent set in turn 1.
This is so funny because you're threatening Barkion again.
Yeah.
And this is a horrible Max C. Yeah, this is a horrible Max C. You know what's funny? When my opponent draws right away on a Synchro Summon under Max C, I get happy because I know that this isn't a summon stop because they didn't stop to think about if they wanted to warning my Synchro Summon instead of drawing, you know? And you set the Rhoda, okay? So you do this because you don't want your only piece of protection on the Barkion to get MST'd.
Yeah, and in theory, having set Solemn Warning is really strong at this point.
He Judgments.
But
yeah, I remember when you warninged this this gear frame, I was just like, oh man, you know, I would want to save that warning for the Fortress, but you want to push more damage, it looks like.
Yeah. I was in position that I would probably win game if this set wasn't specifically Judgment.
Yeah. Because this Iroh can just come down to kill him, but he has the Judgment.
Yeah, and I had Rota for Kizan, so I would summon Iroh and Kizan into open field, and it would be game. But
this is
yeah, Judgment.
This is a perfect example, though, of why you don't play cards like Dark Hole and Black Rose, because if you had, let's say, a Dark Hole or a Black Rose, you're not doing anything anyways, you know? Like, if you made a Black Rose play and you end up with, like, whatever's left in your hand, like, once your board is gone, if you just have what's in your hand, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're gonna lose. You drew the Gateway just too late. Oh, you have a play now. I think it's probably just going to get negated and you're going to lose, though. He's probably going to warning this.
Yeah, against free back row, it's...
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, he brings down the Max C. Okay. Last draw. Now, if you draw a normal summon that walks, you can search a Kizan. And...
Or Grandmaster.
Yeah. And you probably still lose, but, you know, in theory. Yeah, he has 3 back row. You draw Judgment and it's over. Okay, game 3 of the finals right here. Chet Manley's watching. Yeah, you got some watchers. And you draw Gateway. Oh my god. Of course. Game 3 Gateway. Yep. This is nasty.
Yeah, that's main character energy.
Yeah, this is nasty. With warning and double edge, this is so nasty. Oh, and you get to an Anishi as well. This is actually a really, really strong showing from Iroh because it gets you to the Anishi. Normally you wouldn't have this access to Anishi.
Right.
It's so over. So when you look at your hand, your opening hand was what? Asceticism, Gateway, Iroh,
And Kizan.
Kizan, and these two. Do you know how many monsters you can put down right away, or do you just figure it out as you go?
This is kind of common line.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have the reps on 6 Sam. So when you see that, your opening hand is Iroh, Kizan, and Asceticism. So you have 3 monsters, basically. So basically, that gets you, what, 3 searches? Because each monster is really only 2 counters. 'Cause it only costs 2 counters for a search because you're going to special one of them.
There's Shadow to fix this math.
Yeah.
And here I did illegal play. I shouldn't summon these Kizans that quickly. I didn't read text of my cards closely enough because Shadow's effect increases original attack,
Yeah.
but it checks current attack. And
You don't have a valid target, yeah.
Is bigger than 2K.
2000.
But if I did it right, it wouldn't change anything because I could simply not summon these Kizans that quickly and make it the right way. And I think I did same illegal play in that game 3 against Dark World.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't catch it. But how could you have made your? I don't see how you could have made this legally because you would have Shadow.
No, I could simply, if these two
you would just
Kizans
leave
were
the
still in
Iroh, right?
If I made this Shadow with Iroh and Kizan, and these 2 Kizans would still be in my hand or in deck, whatever. So
Yes.
I could make this play.
Yeah.
It's perfectly
Yeah.
legal in that case. If
I was gonna
made
say
it
you
that-
also could have just left the Iroh face up, and then targeted the Iroh.
Yeah, but I need to keep Anishi because I want to make Anishi alive.
Yep.
And now if I use Shadow's effect, which is quick effect, I
Your
can
Anishi
boost
is live.
Anishi and make Anishi's effect alive. And my opponent is under shock lock, and I have set back row, and I have gateway for another turn. This is too good setup.
He could compulse you, or fiendish you. You
Yeah, I
draw.
did it in unphase to
Grandmaster
make it
is
alive.
good. So you're just gonna call
Now
traps.
Yeah.
Are you gonna chainlink 2 double edge because you can't torrential it?
Yeah, I could, and it would be one of the plays that I could have done to win this duel that I missed.
Oh, you're not gonna do it because if you chainlink 2 double edged, he can't torrential, and if he warnings, I think he dies. Yeah, he dies.
It's one of winning plays that I missed, and there will be multiple others that I. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, now I could use, for example, Anishi on my
Shockmaster.
Master, so the effect will go through. Then I would summon Grandmaster, have 4 counters on Gateway for Search effect.
And you can also chain double edged because it's your last chance to double edge this turn.
I couldn't be able to double edge because I wouldn't have to summarize. Oh, I would actually.
Yeah, you have.
Because I would get the material from Undershock Master to graveyard.
Yeah.
It's another winning play that I missed.
Okay. So right now his traps are live.
Yeah.
Okay. He has the MST. There's no avoiding this one. Yeah, now you can't kill him this turn. You can get really close, though.
Right.
You know he's not playing Mirror Force, most likely.
almost nobody is playing Mirror Force in this format.
I was on Mirror Force. And he finds the gear frame. Okay, and you warning the gear frame again. Yeah, I was saying, yeah, he already had the fortress. Yeah, I was saying...
Yeah, at this point, using warning on gear frame was definitely wrong. In the game before, I think it was okay because I needed that clear way to
win.
end the game. But
yeah,
but now it was better to wait for Fortress.
Yeah, you decided to play tight for like 9 rounds, and then in the very last turn of the last game, just loosen it up a little bit. But yeah, I would have held the warning for the fortress probably. But you're probably winning anyways with the Anishi. Yeah, you can just Anishi this back. Ooh, wow. And he has the second Fiendish Chain. Interesting. So that's actually going to make things a little difficult. But you still have this double-edged that's about to go live. Okay. So now both of these are trapped under a Fiendish Chain, but you have a live double-edged. So you could... I
could make, for example, Excalibur.
You can even
I can make Excalibur. I can bring these 2 monsters, make Excalibur, and Shadow can crash into Fortress. Actually, the winning play at this point was probably crashing the Fortress. Fortress uses its effect to pop something, and I would chain Double Edge in case Double Edge gets targeted.
You have to do it before killing because Fortress will pop in damage step.
Oh, right. You're right.
So you would have to... another thing you could do is go into a Mace Stroke. Yeah, if you go double-edged into Grandmaster Kizan...
Excalibur attacking over his game.
Yes, that's true. Right? That's true.
Yeah, if you look at life points.
Yeah.
And if actually using double edge, even if my opponent had torrential, it would activate Grandmaster, and I would get a monster that can close the game from graveyard. So actually,
you have
at this point,
a lot of ways. This is something like if I am in such a dominant position that I can win, 10 different ways. Sometimes it makes it even harder to decide what to play around. Because you're so... I know that's like counterintuitive, but yeah, I would definitely fire the double edge. There's like no risk when it's a Grandmaster that's going to add back the Kizan anyways, or the Anishi.
That was the play.
And then he pops your back row, of course. Yeah, that must have felt horrible.
Yeah, at this point, I felt really bad.
Yeah. You turn this one into a game. Oh, he top decks Maxi, of course. And you draw a Kizan. So you're thinking that this is an armor?
Yeah.
And then he draws card.
No, for sure it's not armor.
Ah, but you get bailed out anyways. There you go. But yeah, it's probably not an armor if he doesn't flip it. He would definitely flip it there. But you are probably going to... Are you going to go into a rank 4 play? Reborn into a rank 4? You have Kaigeki, so you could...
Or just simply bring back Grandmaster because he floats and is bigger than whatever my opponent can normal summon.
Are you going to go Grandmaster and normal summon the Kaigeki for game?
Yeah, possible.
Judgment. Oh my goodness, this is going to keep going. Wow, this is bold, but you knew it wasn't an armor.
All right.
I like that. Yeah, some people would be scared of a set monster into Geargia, but you knew that he should have flip summoned an armor. He's not going to play around warning. One warning is gone. Now he finds the armor. And you find Rhoda. I can't believe this is happening, actually. This turned into a game.
Yeah, now the play was probably Mistworm, but I instead of that went for...
Yeah, Mistworm is good. He has 2 Fiendish gone, but he actually has
Judgment is gone. That's the main thing. Judgment is gone, so going for Mistworm
He has,
is right.
oh,
Because if
and
it's
warning is he's too low for warning. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, and if it's torrential, he would torrential already summoning of Kagemusha.
Yep.
So Mistworm was another missed opportunity to win this game.
Yep. Now he has an opportunity to top deck a accelerator to make a rank 4, but it's not a winning play for him. Actually, it is. It is because he can go into a Gemini Pearl.
Yeah, I would then lose my Enishi and rely on my next top deck to get.
You don't fire the MST because you want to MST the Fiendish Chain to attack. And that'll be game. Oh my goodness. What did he draw? He drew an MK2.
No.
Oh no, he added that. He added that.
He added, yeah.
He drew a Reborn. He drew a Reborn into your Xian though. And this bottomless, not that great. Wow. And that was that. This game got a little too close, game 3, I'm not gonna lie. But that was that.
Very unnecessarily, yeah.
Yeah, you were just doing it for the drama. Man, you were in a bad position if this game went one more turn, though. Because he goes into a... Actually, I guess you're not even. Yeah, you're actually fine, because...
This win in game 3 was so undeserved.
Well, you opened really strong, and you were right there. I mean, it would have been a huge comeback if he came back and won that. But yeah, you did fumble a little bit, but you got there in the end, and you take home another victory. I want to say this is like your third win in the format.
Fourth, actually.
Oh my goodness!
I completed Gauntlet. I now have Gopo Cup, Multi-Day, REDU Rivals, and Excalibur Cup, or Messenger of Peace Monthly.
Wow, yeah, that's amazing. That's so cool, dude. I'm jealous. I'm trying to get a win myself, but I'm really happy for you. This was a really cool run. I know you were probably nervous after round 5 when you dropped round 5, and then you just kind of your deck got stronger and stronger as the tournament went on. I feel like in Top Cut were some of your best draws of the tournament.
Also, I have so much luck for matchups in Top Cup.
Going up against Dark Worlds, you were probably really happy, and then Spellbooks. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is like such a strong matchup. But I don't know about Geargia. Geargia seems like a tough one.
Yeah, it's definitely not a free matchup or something like that, but I think that specifically this variant of Geargia is for Samurai better to play against than the other one that I faced in Swiss.
This is not something you would want to play against. You probably don't want to go up against Insectors. Windups are probably fine for you, though. Yeah, this isn't. This is not an intimidating top cut.
Windups depends. You know, they can do their magician shark thing, and I can just watch. Yeah, Windups have crazy high ceiling that they can steal the game.
Yeah, I actually have never seen this guy's list. I had never heard of this guy that made top cut, so I never saw his wind-up list. He's on the... I'm sorry, this is a 6am video. Sorry. Okay, we'll get back to your win. But yeah, your 4th win. Anything you want to talk about the tournament run, about the deck, about the changes, about your YouTube channel?
I would like to use this chance to thank you for keeping my YouTube channel alive in the meantime.
Of course.
Before I win another tournament.
Yeah. Couple more weeks until you win another one probably, right?
We'll see. And as for the deck, nothing much to say because even though I did some changes, these changes were not that big as you see.
I think that the double edge change is significant. Honestly, I think it's very significant.
I was on 2 copies, so adding third isn't that big of a deal.
But you only had 2, and now you play 50% more copies. So it's like if you want to look at real quick. If you want to look at deck size. 37 copies, 2 cards drawn, let's say turn 1 or 2. Actually, let's just do turn 1. Your odds of having 1 go from 30%. Is it really that high? Okay, 30% to 35. No, 42%. Yeah, it's like 1.5 times as likely. So
my deck effectively is even smaller than
yeah, that's true.
But let's move on from that. I really don't think that it's that big of a change in how the deck operates. It also have now one less defensive card by
Cutting the
removing
book.
of Moon.
I'm sad to see the Book of Moon go because I actually think that Book of Moon is an underrated card in this format and very strong.
Yeah, and I definitely agree. But when I was thinking where the cut can be made,
Yeah.
the book seemed the most natural choice.
I get it. I'm just saying I do think Book of Moon gets a little disrespected.
Yeah. And I don't even know how I feel about these changes going forward, because the previous list proved to be super solid. So I'm not gonna say that I will keep the deck as it is, but if I make any changes, it will be something really cosmetic one, like here I changed 2 cards, so it's not that big deal.
Okay. And I think last time we recorded a video, you said you were done with Maystroke. You still feel that way?
I still feel that way, but I still have it in my deck. I hate it, but looking at other options, I kind of feel like Maystroke still has some uses. But yeah, I can replace it with Utopia. Or I can replace one of Excaliburs with Utopia.
Okay, so
or I can keep it as it is because
it keeps winning.
it doesn't matter that much, and I still like the power fantasy of summoning 2 Excaliburs in 1 turn.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Any other closing thoughts about anything you want to talk about? Side decking, matchups, anything?
I don't think there's anything we haven't covered.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And although I am active on REDU Discord server, so in case anyone want to know something about side deck patterns or something like that, I'm usually answering that. So
yeah, I was gonna say you even put up a little graphic of the cards that you side out on that server. So anytime people ask questions like that, it has already been answered in one of the previous videos on your channel or on the 6sam Discord channel on Redu server. So yeah, the information is out there. More people can pick up the deck. I told you that I have a IRL buddy who was at LDS Vegas and played 6Sams in the 64-man event, and he ended up making top cut with no Redu reps ever, and he just played a very similar list to yours. I think he was main decking like Iroh was the only difference, something like that.
Yeah, right. He main decked Iroh instead of 1 upstart.
Yeah. So he played a 38 card deck, but yeah, I mean, but really it's effectively the same deck. Just a little bit of pre for the Gear.
Also, I would like to mention one thing. In our first video, I said that if the video reach 30 likes, we will give out another signed Xian, and we are very close to achieving that goal. So after watching this video, go back to the first one and make sure you fulfill the condition for having chance to win it.
Are we sending out more Xians? Is that what you're saying? Possibly?
Yeah, possibly.
Okay.
If
cool.
the first video gets 30 likes, and we are very close to it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. Might be sending some more Xians. We still have to get that first one to our buddy Silent G. It might be getting played.
To get to know. Yeah, sorry.
I mean, it might get some IRL use because we got the Redo tournament IRL in Pittsburgh coming up.
Yeah, I am looking forward to get to know how he did with Six Samurai, even if not in the main event. If he destroys some pot with it, it would be still fine.
Yeah, I mean, Silent G is a really strong player, as we know, so I wouldn't be surprised if he took it far, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I
So
will.
we can wrap up.
Yeah, I'll let you go. I know it's super late in your time, but thank you again for coming on and welcoming me on your channel. But thanks again, Hanzo. I appreciate it.
Here on my channel.
All right. Thanks.